Hey guys, welcome again to Comimatic, and this video is going to be my first in a series of 3 videos. In this one, I am going to be talking about Ares, the god of war. Now before I begin, be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button and ring the bell icon to get notified of all our videos. Let's begin. War is a fundamental part of who we are. Think about it, so much of human history actually consists of wars. The American Civil War, the Deccan Wars, the First World War, the Second World War, and the list goes on. Now the span of recorded history is nearly 5,000 years, and the earliest recorded armed war was roughly 3,000 years ago. In fact, from the very advent of life, like millions of years ago, there has been conflict. I mean, sure, it was not a war between armies, but it was bloodshed nonetheless. Now, forget about living beings. The forces all around us are in a constant state of conflict. The sun pulls the earth and the earth pulls the sun, and that is what dictates the earth's planetary motion. Now, there is no denying that humans are a violent species, but war or conflict is not just our habit. It is a fundamental law of nature. There has to be a fight for power, for greed, for the basic needs of life. A fight for the right to exist. So, irrespective of whether war is good or not, it seems that war is a necessary part of existence, and Ares is war. Now, it is important to see Ares as more of a concept than just flesh and blood. He embodies the very idea of war. Ares feeds on the condition of war. He draws psychic energy from violence and conflict. He is literally powered by war. On the other hand, his presence creates a sense of battle, an urge to attack, and even the most peaceful men cannot resist it. So, in some ways, he is powered by his own existence. Now, as the god of war, he instinctively knows how to use any and all weapons to perfection, and this is not just limited to old conventional weapons like swords. He is the best in any weapon ever conceived, including strategic weapons. He is a master in military plans and in politics, which in itself is a very powerful weapon. Now, Ares likes to use his mind more than anything else, but he has no shortage of physical prowess. Now, he is the ultimate fighter. He has mastered all forms of fighting that ever was or will be. He has eons of experience combined with ages of training. Ares is also the unofficial commander of every single soldier who ever lived, and he can call upon them from across time. Now, this is actually an extension of his extremely advanced necromancy, which interestingly also qualifies him to be the god of the dead. It is also worth mentioning that he has a divine armory filled with every weapon ever made and every single bit of knowledge about war that was ever told or ever written. In battle, he can conjure any weapon he wishes to, and he has absolute psychic and telepathic control over it. But even this is not his limit. Along with infinite skill and infinite number of weapons, he also has an unlimited supply of raw power. He was born an Olympian god with the physical strength, speed, and durability to match. However, that is just the base. He is literally nourished by war. He has been feeding ever since the very first time someone raised their hand. Now, he is said to draw power from things as trivial as a tight slap or even a harsh insult. And the greater the battle, the more powerful he becomes. He has often said it himself that power was never really a concern. Now, because of his connection to war, he is destined to be the last god standing. Even right now, he is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, of all the gods, not just among the Olympians, but among every other pantheon of gods across the DC multiverse. In terms of power, he is actually on par with the most powerful Sky Fathers. Ares is also functionally immortal, and he can boost his immortality and also heal fatal wounds by using the psychic power he draws from war. Ares can also use his godly energy to manipulate darkness, to warp reality, to make avatars of himself, and even to take any form he wishes. Ares can even grow to the size of the Promethean giants who were physically bigger than several galaxies. And believe it or not, Ares was also able to kill Highfather, the ruler of New Genesis. Now, normally Highfather cannot be killed, but during the Genesis event, Ares, Zeus, Jove, and Highfather had to combine to form a being called the One. Now, this was the only way to harness enough cosmic power to go through the source wall and travel into the source. Now, in the source, the difference due to the structure of the multiverse vanishes. Now, this is the origin place of all creation, and there even gods can die. Now, Ares took this advantage and actually killed Highfather. Now, as I said, Highfather is a new god and one of the true descendants of the first gods, which is why his consciousness still lived and remained a part of the quintessence. But he had no physical existence. Now, this is a feat even the great dark side could not achieve. What makes Ares truly dangerous is that instead of being drunk on his own power like Zeus, or betting everything he has on it like Superman, he put all his energy into becoming the best strategist and politician. He devoted centuries of his life developing his skills to perfection. He understands the value of his strength, but he never completely depends on it. Now, there have been many gods and demigods claiming the title of the strongest, but only one god will stand the test of time. And on that day, when everything else ends, Ares will be the ultimate truth. Well, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the second part of this series, and until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.